La Palma volcanic eruption is now the longest seen on the island in 375 years. On that very same Friday, 1 hour before sunset, as the earth steamed, the first vent opened up with a great roar on the flatlands, and later, immediately, within an hour, 17 more vents all the way to the foothills of said mountain, which produced a thick, flowing matter that was alight and smelled of sulfur, and it formed a river of fire that headed straight for the sea. This is how José Vieira y Clavillo, an 18th-century priest, historian, biologist and writer from the Canary Islands, described the eruption of a volcano on the island of La Palma that took place over 66 days between late 1677 and early 1678. The historian, who was born several decades after the eruption, based his description on testimony from an eyewitness, Juan Pinto de Gaila, who saw the genesis of what would go on to become a tourist attraction in modern times. The area of Fuencaliente in the south of the island, which is part of a Spanish archipelago located off the northwestern coast of Africa.
The impressive winter storm may have caused the amount of snowfall to rival Italy's 1970 world record. According to MediaWeb, 90 centimeters of snow was measured in about 18 hours in the city of Capricotta, which is located about 150 kilometers east of the center of Rome in the Apennine Mountains, at an altitude of 1,421 meters above sea level. In the village of Pesco Costanzo, 75 centimeters of snow also rose. The slow-moving storm Arwen, which caused this huge snow dump in Highland Italy, also triggered a massive hurricane that knocked down trees in Tuscany, as well as other parts of Italy, Bosnia and Croatia. Strong winds can blow snow into large drifts. In Capricotta, Italy, wind gusts exceeded 100 kilometers per hour. Despite this, there were no reports of destruction or casualties from the authorities.
For Sunday morning, December the 5th, we can see that Alberta Clipper snowstorm going to be impacting portions of Minnesota as well as North Dakota, bringing in some light snowflakes for your region. But this is going to be the same winter storm that is going to bring in that monstrous snowstorm for the Northeast. That will include Pennsylvania as well as upstate New York. If you're in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, you could be looking at some very significant heavy rain and heavy snowfall totals for that area. Big time winter storm could be unleashing by the following week of December 6th and beyond. And that leads us up to Sunday afternoon here over Illinois and Indiana. A little bit of snowflakes flying about in that area, as well as Wisconsin and Michigan. We're only talking a little bit of snow here, probably a few inches at best with this winter storm that's developing, because there's not a whole lot of moisture to work with just yet, because cold air holds less moisture. Therefore, you're not looking at a whole lot of snowfall with this one. But
watch yoga videos ad-free and practice uninterrupted.
Look at what the GFS model is doing with this system. Very intense snowfall totals there. If you're in upstate New York, if you're in northern Vermont, my word, we are talking about moderate to maybe some pretty heavy snowfall totals there, along to go with some really, really strong winds. Take note of those packed isobars, an indication that
in central Russia, Moscow was a big snowdrift. In some places, the height of the shelter exceeds half a meter. Morning rush hour started earlier than usual today. The drivers first dug up their cars, and then with difficulty got down to work. It's the same with the traditional Friday traffic. Therefore, motorists are asked to switch to public transport whenever possible. This snowfall is expected to set a record in both duration and amount of precipitation. In the capital, more than 60,000 workers and 5,000 units of special equipment are involved in street cleaning. The weather in the Tula region is also capricious. Thermal points have been opened for drivers on federal highways. And in the Kursk and Belgorod regions, freezing rain and fog. As a result, some flights were delayed at local airports. Blizzard were accompanied by sharp temperature changes and snowfall with strong gusts of wind. Falling temperatures, snowfall accompanied by rain and low temperatures and strong winds create conditions for ice. Power lines, communication lines, roofs of buildings, various types of supports and structures, roads and bridges are covered with ice or sleet, which often causes their destruction. Ice formations on the roads make it difficult and sometimes even interfere with the operation of road transport. Pedestrian traffic will be difficult. Snow drifts occur as a result of